All right. I suppose more people will be joining over the next few minutes, so I'll slowly begin. Welcome. Today we'll be discussing Apple Vision Pro, the new device everybody are talking about, the new gem in the tech industry, and of course, it has already taken its position in the world of e-commerce as well. And today we'll actually be taking a more in-depth look of its use cases within the field of e-commerce. And be sure to also stick to the end, because in the end, we'll be showcasing one of our recently developed concept apps for Apple Vision Pro. So you'll actually be able to see how it comes together in a real example, real scenario. So let's begin. I hope you can see my screen. If not, please let me know. But first of all, introductions. Hello, I'm Andres. I have been working in the field of e-commerce more or less about 6 years. So I have worked with smaller, more local businesses, as well as with some fast fashion brands with global reach. And for the past few years, I have been working in scandiweb as an e-commerce and CRO expert. And during my time here, I have been lucky enough to work with more than 30 clients from various fields, where I have assisted with general e-commerce management, as well as led larger conversion rate optimization and experimentation projects. On the agenda today, firstly, we will be beginning with short introductions, as I've already started on myself. I will also be covering a bit about scandiweb, but I'm sure that many of you who have made it today to this webinar are already aware of scandiweb and know a bit about us. Then I will do a quick recap on Apple Vision Pro, what it is exactly, in the case you don't know, but I'm sure most of you do, and touch base with spatial computing. And of course, then we'll dive deeper into the new era for e-commerce that Apple Vision Pro has opened up and how it could change in the future. As I mentioned, maybe new people have joined in. Definitely stick around till the end, because we'll be showcasing a newly made demo concept, and you'll be able to see all of these points that we'll go through in action as well. And of course, towards the end of the presentation, we'll also have a round of questions and answers. So in case anything comes up, feel free to let us know in the chat, wherever you're tuning in, and we'll take on the questions in the end of the presentation. So to start with, scandiweb. Scandiweb is a full stack e-commerce agency, as you can probably see from the slide. And we have all the knowledge and skills you might need to successfully run your e-commerce business. And the company was actually founded back in 2003. And we started by just developing e-commerce sites, but as time went on, we grew and extended our services. So right now we're almost 600 people globally, specializing in very different areas, from development, which we originally started, and infrastructure, to also conversion rate optimization, design, and even to traffic acquisition. Also, even supporting clients with e-commerce legal advice. So despite the services, we make sure that all of our employees get world-class training. So apart from being the most certified Magento team in the world, our teams of specialists among other departments also get certified by the most professional institutions. As for the CRO team, it is CXL and Baymart. But today's topic, Apple Vision Pro. So what exactly is Apple Vision Pro? And although I cannot really see all of the chats, I want you to answer, what do you think it is? Is it an AR, augmented reality headset, or it's a virtual reality headset? So AR or VR, you may answer in either LinkedIn or Zoom, and let's see which one tops it off in terms of the opinions. But Apple actually claims it's neither of these. So Apple claims it's a mixed reality headset, but in theory, it simulates more of a VR headset functionality. So the roots of VR can actually be traced back in the 20th century, where an American computer scientist first conceived the idea of the ultimate display. So something revolutionary that you can actually put in front of your eyes, and it would work through replicating those visuals in an HMD. But more recent examples of virtual reality headsets can be, of course, found with the most prominent names such as Oculus Rift, HTC, and Quest. But what makes Apple Vision Pro special and stand out from the rest of them? So Apple states it as such. So imagine slipping on a device that transports you right in the middle of concerts, meeting colleagues, that's just an arm's length away, and games where you're not just a player, but also a part of the game itself. Now, that is the promise of Apple Vision Pro. But what really sets it apart, well, firstly, it's the visuals. The high resolution display makes every image, every scene very stunningly crisp and vivid. If you have tried it on yourself, you understand what I mean. And if we get to the numbers, Apple Vision Pro displays are about 3,380 pixels per inch. And to put it down in a comparison, you can fit 50 of these pixels in a single iPhone pixel. So that is how crisp and how developed the screen within Apple Vision Pro is. And spatial audio, of course, the sound is immersive, perfectly syncing, and what you see make every experience sort of very engaging. And that is what sets it apart from most of VR headsets. It's just how seamless and intuitive it is. But what is truly fascinating is the device understands you literally with advanced motion and eye tracking capabilities. It responds to where you look and how you move, making interactions feel, of course, more intuitive and natural. So, of course, if you're a previous Apple user, if you're living in the Apple ecosystem, the integration is seamless. You'll have a connection accessing iCloud, enjoying Apple Music, or connecting to your friends and family. So everything you're used to is already there. It's just more seamless. And it's not really about what we can do with the device. It's about how it could change the perception of what's possible in terms of e-commerce and other aspects as well. So with that being said, we keep talking a lot about the future, but the future is actually already here and it's ready to be explored. What is spatial computing? So you've heard it. In e-commerce, Vision OS is, of course, set to transform the shopping experience, and the immersive capabilities of Apple Vision Pro enable customers to try virtually close, view products in 3D space, and experience an in-store shopping environment from the comfort of their homes. And the way retailers can leverage it is offer enhanced product visualization, personalized shopping experience, and interactive customer service that is with the customer in real time. But this blend of spatial computing and e-commerce truly offer sort of endless possibilities for both consumers and retailers alike. And that is what we'll be discovering in the later slides of the presentation as well. But in terms of the spatial view, there are 3 modes. So you can explore it in sort of regular Windows tabs that are optimized for spatial UI. You can extend it to a panoramic view, and then you can also switch and also adjust the level of immersion. So you can go from full immersion, as we saw on the previous slide, to something that is more subtle, and that can be adjusted in real time. But the question is, what does it mean for e-commerce? How does it change our shopping habits? Now, if we go a bit back in time, obviously the Apple Vision Pro user count today is not comparable to mobile devices or computers in any way yet. But we have to remember that mobile devices used to look like this. And if you would have said to anyone back then that we'll be doing nearly everything on those small devices one day, including most of our shopping, they would have had a good laugh. But fast forward to today, mobile devices make up to approximately 60% of all e-commerce sales, and the global e-commerce market for mobile devices is expected to reach $3.4 trillion by 2027. Now, if you think about Apple Vision Pro in the same sense, currently it has a whopping price tag and limited usage, but give it a few years or a decade, and things might drastically change, and we might see a widespread adoption and possibly what is considered a norm, a third responsive mode next to a regular desktop mobile could also be vision. And we are already seeing something like this happening with 3D. So 3D is already shaping the core of product experience. We've seen many integrations with 3D technology in e-commerce already. And there are multiple benefits of going 3D first. And why we're even talking about 3D at the moment is that 3D is really the foundation of shopping experience within something like Apple Vision Pro. So what can 3D do for you? Of course, it could provide enhanced customer experience. So 3D product experiences would allow customers to actually interact with your products in real time. They can rotate them, they can zoom, they can view the aspects that they actually really want to, instead of relying solely on static images or videos. So this provides a more accurate representation of the product, helping customers make more informed purchasing decisions. And as they are more acquainted with the products, the return rates tend to decrease as well. Of course, improved visualization. So with 3D, customers can visualize products in their intended environment. So if we take, for instance, you are shopping for a bed and you're unsure whether it will fit your living space, you can actually, through your mobile, use your camera and place it in your bedroom. So you can actually see if it plays right with the colors, if it's the right size. And this reduces uncertainty, also increases confidence in the purchasing process. So hence, again, return rates might decrease. Customers can also customize their products according to their preferences, such as they can select colors, materials, or even designs and visualize the customized product in real time. And this level of customization enhances the shopping experience as well and allows customers to create those unique products tailored to their needs, but also in real time and in their space. Now, most of you have seen somewhat try-on experiences online, I hope. And in industries such as fashion, beauty, 3D technology really enables to go beyond the usual shopping experience, so customers can, again, using their current devices, try on products, for instance, clothing, accessories, makeup, or shoes, without actually putting them on, and they can see how it would look on them. And that not only enhances convenience, but also reduces the need for returns, as you would already be acquainted with the product. And of course, competitive advantage. So as e-commerce becomes increasingly more competitive, businesses try to adopt into innovative technologies like 3D experiences. And those businesses usually tend to gain competitive edge, offering unique immersive shopping experiences, which can really differentiate the brand from its competitors and also attract more customers. So if you would, on one hand, if you had to shop for shoes on a store that just offers static images compared to another store where you can actually try it on, then in most cases, you would be more convinced to purchase a product that you have already seen to fit you in an actual sort of holistic view. But 3D also comes with its challenges. So usually it's really expensive and especially if you have a large assortment of products, it takes time to develop all of those 3D models. And oftentimes they end up in low quality. Now, all of this can also be too heavy for an e-commerce site, not optimized correctly. And those 3D models are impossible to reuse for marketing purposes. So you only have them for a single purpose on the e-commerce site. But for this, we actually have a partner for solving these problems. The partner is Fibble, and we have worked with on different kinds of projects with Fibble in the past. Fibble offers a subscription-based pricing model and swift distribution with a single integration to their platform. So making 3D models both available and also affordable. Fibble integrates with the existing e-commerce and marketing stack with a simple script, allowing merchants to showcase their products in full-on 3D experience for the customers. And they also produce the 3D models. So again, something not to worry about as the solution works end to end. And we mentioned that we also have done similar projects in the past. And to showcase you how much e-commerce stores can actually win from going from 2D to 3D, we have 3 case studies to highlight. And first is Zach Footwear, where we saw that the implementation of 3D models to the footwear saw a reduced returns by 29%. And that is solely because the customers were able to try the products on first. They sort of got this confirmation that this fits me well, and returns dropped by nearly a third. Sportland, another really successful case where going 3D first increased conversion rate by 37% for those products and the total revenue by 29%. Again, a large assortment of products and oftentimes difficult for the customers to make a decision based on just static and model images. And lastly, Gantt, they saved 50% of time and money for image production with going 3D first through our services. Again, as mentioned, going 3D first brings on many problems and which are often difficult to solve on your end. So that's why those end-to-end solutions tend to be really good for the merchants. So as we have acknowledged, going 3D is super beneficial for e-commerce sites, and that is the foundation. But Apple Vision Pro is sort of the next step from this current experience because the experience is still limited. So you can view those 3D products on the website from your computer. You can rotate them, you can play around with them, or even on your mobile phone, you can try them on. But it's still through another screen. So everything that has been built for 3D shopping experience can directly be transferred into the Vision OS. But there it won't be a screen away from you. It will be right in front of you as you would be in the space with those products. And with Apple Vision Pro, we can really elevate the shopping experience to a whole new level. And let's look at it in more detail of how this would work. So firstly, what is different in Apple Vision Pro than a regular e-commerce shopping experience? Immersive product interaction and exploration. So combining advanced eye tracking, hand gesture recognition, and also direct touch interactions, Apple Vision Pro allows for an immersive exploration of products. So this can really provide a seamless and intuitive shopping experience, closely mirroring the interactive nature of you actually being in the physical store, picking out the products, trying them on, maybe some footwear, you look down, you see those shoes actually on your feet. And it's a leap forward in breaching the gap between the physical and digital retail. It's not perfect yet, but it's a huge step forward. offering customers a new way of discovering and interacting with products online. And it's more personalized. So imagine you are shopping for pants online and they are right in front of you within your living space. You can explore every detail. You can zoom in, you can rotate, and you can try it on as you stand in front of the mirror. This really elevates the current experience where you can just statically scroll and maybe you can also view it in 3D, but this you cannot usually try it on and you cannot usually assess how they would look in real size. Secondly, enhanced navigation and display with the use of the new spatial design. So using spatial design and its principles, Apple Vision Pro can create 3D navigational experience that brings products and also environments to life. So leveraging the depth and spatial awareness of Apple Vision Pro, retailers are able to create virtual environments that mirror the real world. So sort of bringing the customers within your store. And lifelike product presentations as well. Customers can navigate through these virtual spaces as if they were physically there, physically present. Again, providing more intuitive and engaging way to shop online. So comparison to a regular e-commerce store where you just have the product list. For instance, you can develop a digital store that mirrors your maybe some studio or an actual physical store and supplement the store's design to sort of build in to this product experience. So again, taking this to another level and adding a more personalized touch and dynamic shopping experience as well. So the app design and human-centered approach allow for highly personalized and adaptive shopping experience, making it accessible for a wider audience, including those with disabilities. We have voice control as well. And that is a key aspect of the whole design of the device and contributes to an enhanced overall user experience. So the design elements of this navigation is crafted with simplicity in mind. And that's why you can also see the new and improved version of spatial design compared to a regular e-commerce shopping. And with this in mind, we can create personalized promotions that really grab the user's attention. They don't have to take us away from the site. We can add multiple tabs. We can sort of implement new strategies to grab user attention on your site or app. Intuitive and accessible shopping. So Apple Vision Pro emphasizes a lot on its ergonomic design, as we all know, and inclusive shopping experience. So by focusing on user-friendly features and the interface design, it can sort of cater all of the diverse needs of all users, ensuring that everyone, regardless of their abilities, can enjoy a seamless and positive shopping experience online. So e-commerce designs can be completely optimized based on the needs of the users, based on the needs of the retailer as well. Again, we can really leverage those multiple tabs. We can have the regular product page. We can supplement it with some videos. We can have the cart page right next to it. And the user doesn't actually have to leave one page to continue the user journey as it sort of builds on the previous experience. And the purchasing journey is streamlined with multiple tabs and intuitive navigation as well. Now, all of this in mind, Apple also emphasizes privacy and collaboration. So Apple Vision Pro supports secure and shared shopping experiences. And this focus ensures that while customers enjoy collaborative features like group shopping, their sensitive data remains protected. So that is a balanced approach to modern e-commerce. so to say, where security and interactive shopping go hand in hand. And this opens really a door for guided shopping experiences. So imagine you are shopping for a watch, new watch. You pick it out, you rotate it, you look at it more closely, then you try it on your hand. And at the same time, you actually have a customer service assistant with you that guides you through the experience. And you can also directly ask questions from them and get feedback on how it fits you. So a lot of different new possibilities that it opens up. Now we will actually take you through the newly developed concept that we. So what is next for e-commerce and Apple Vision Pro? Now it's clear that e-commerce is on a brink of a exciting transformation, and the new tool, the new device opens up new possibilities, as we have learned, for both consumers to consume the content on the website, to view the products, and also for retailers, showcasing key aspects of the products in a new immersive environment, making the online shopping more interactive, personal, and accessible at the same time. And the future of digital retail with Apple Vision Pro looks bright, promising, and more engaging and convenient than ever before. As for the reference of the movie here on the slide, only time will tell if we will have something similar to the experience where everything is digital as technology evolves. But for current direction of things, we will be experiencing a mixed reality world with seamless integration between actual reality and virtual reality very soon, as the devices like Apple Vision Pro get more widely adopted, as well as enhanced over time as more users get the access to the devices. But for now, having an innovative shopping experience with Apple Vision Pro, we know that it is not about the return on investment at this point. It's more about the brand awareness, which will showcase the innovation and adaptability to new technologies. What we usually see is that early adopters get the spotlight with these things and are much better prepared when it comes to more users adopting the technology in the upcoming years. So it seems that we have reached already the Q&A session. By the way, with this QR code, you are able to get in touch with our team of Apple Vision Pro specialists, and we can discuss completely custom solutions for your business or adapting to the out-of-the-box template that is also available for purchase. So anything Apple Vision Pro related, we are already able to build those solutions, and we would be happy to partner up on the next innovative approach. But now, questions. Let me check if we have any questions in the Zoom. Oh, I suppose we also have questions in LinkedIn, but unfortunately, I'm not able to see them at the moment. So far, no questions on LinkedIn. And no questions in Zoom at the moment as well. Well, let me see. Someone mentioned there is a question in Q&A section. Let me see if I can pull that up. Mhm. In the meantime, you can scan the QR code to view in more detail of how you can contact us. And I will now stop sharing. I don't have to actually stop sharing. Yes, we have a question of how exactly do you create personalization in this context of what kind of data is utilized within the Vision OS. So as for the regular e-commerce, we know that third-party cookies are slowly going away, rather faster than slower now. And the first first-party data gathering and zero-party data gathering is becoming more and more important. So in the Vision OS, we can also leverage those data points. We can analyze how the users tend to shop in the Vision OS as it gets more widely adopted. And then the experience within the Vision OS itself and the store that the users are experiencing can be tailored based on their shopping behavior. So there is a lot to still learn. As we get more users on the devices, we can make more widespread sort of assumptions based on the data that we gather. But in the Zoom, I don't see any more questions at the moment. Of course, you can always leave a comment in LinkedIn, and we'll address those questions in the upcoming days. And be sure to also get in touch with us if you are in the phase of planning something on the Apple Vision Pro yourself. Or if you're interested in the concept that we showcased today, that's also up for purchasing. And as I mentioned, sort of works as an out-of-the-box solution for your e-commerce store. Anyways, thank you for listening today. And I hope that this was informative. I hope that this was useful for you. And let's see how quickly devices such as Apple Vision Pro get adopted in the mainstream. Thank you and have a good rest of the evening.